I get some views on my videos concerning the headphones, the earmuffs, and stuff like that. So I recently had a question. Well, it wasn't a question. I get questions all the time about the. And the person said I can't get mine out. I'm like, which ones? I haven't got an answer back, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this video. And I don't know how long I want to make it, no, whatever. But actually, let me get my chair. This ain't how I got that in it. And do it like this. That way I can be closer at the same time. Never really thought about this before. I ain't sat in this chair in ages. I'm using these for example. So, being I'm a lot lighter, I lost some weight. I should be a lot lighter. So anyway, first of all, we're going to try it with just your hand, okay? So these are 3M Peltor Protect 3s, the Hunters, I think. So first thing I usually do, whatever, and I had this already out, popped out. I'll show you how to pop it back in. So the first thing I usually do is I reach underneath. If I can get my hand underneath, my fingers underneath the foam pad. Depends on what set you have rather. So what we do is take it, reach underneath, reinforce your thumb on this little thing here, where the little wire goes. Wish I had more light. Let's see here. Might be able to do it another way. But anyway, if you see where this wire goes, it's like a little slide here. You put your thumb here, and you put your you're like in your dominant hand. So what you do is you push with your thumb and pull with your fingers. That's how they come out, like that. Now, say if they're stuck in there pretty good, you pop them on the same way. Actually, let me just show you how to do that. So what you do is kind of line it up, and you just kind of use your finger and your thumb. So kind of like the same way you do to pop them out. Use your finger and your thumb, kind of work it back in, and it'll pop right back in. If you had a pop, that means it's in. Just to make sure all the way around is like that, because if you don't pop it all the way in, when you're using for protection, then you'll hear some air coming in there, whatever, some noise. Now, the next thing would be is to pop them out with a butter knife. Sometimes you can go right underneath it and just turn it. Well, I'm supposed to do that. Turn it. Well, maybe do it like this. Here we go, right here on the side of it. Well, that's what it is with this one. It's kind of shallow. I mean, it's not shallow, but it's got some depth in it. So usually you can kind of take it to take the thicker end of your butter knife and stick it in there. I'll just do the other side as well. So if it's like that, if you can get your finger way down deep in it, take the thicker end of your butter knife, not a knife, take an end of your butter knife, put it on the side about the same place this little stud is, take it and turn it, and it come out just like that. So no problems. And of course you put them in, it's kind of like this, use your finger and your thumbs. This one went in pretty easy. Let me get this one off the floor. Put this one back in. Just line it up. Just work in with your fingers. This one's all the way in. Okay, so the next one. Harvey, what are you doing? So the next one. Some people say, well, I can't get these out because there's level. Yeah, you can't. They're level with the, these are a different type of 3M hearing protectors. These are 3M Optime 105s. And there are some that are blue that look kind of like this. They have the same shape. Ultimate they'll call ultimate something other, ultimate tins or something like that. They're blue. So to get these out, you can't use a butter knife and you can't use your fingers. So what you do is you look on the little thing here, right where that little red thing is. On that side facing in, there's like a little slot. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little slot right there. And I wish I could just switch this sucker around so I can have some light. Let me see if I can do that. It's not really helping. If I would have made a video, that would have been better probably. Just that way I could have had some light. But anyway, neither here nor there. You got a slot right here on this side. You take your butter knife or your knife, something. You probably don't want to take anything too sharp. And what you do is you stick it in that slot there. And you don't try to cut your hand at the same time because sharp, dull things still can cut. So you got it in the slot, like so. And you just twist it. Twist your butter knife. And that ear pad will come right out. So maybe you can kind of get a bearing now. There's a dog here in there. I wonder how that got in there, Herb. Because that little slot's right here, lined right up with that red stud. So put it back in, you do the same thing with it like you did with other ones. And it snaps right in. No problems. And again, to show you one more time, try the other side. Just take your butter knife or whatever, maybe a flathead screwdriver. You find your little slot, your little screwdriver, your butter knife or whatever, it'll sink right in, and you just turn it. And it'll eventually come right on out, just like that. So, it's really easy to get back in. Just got to line it up, you know, with your little groove thing, and now it's back in. Now you're good to go. And so that's how you do that. There might be other ways you can do it and everything. There might be other ways you can do it and all, but that seems to be the easiest for me. So if I don't have the butter, if they're really deep for your ears, usually you might probably want to take your butter knife and turn it around the other way and twist it to thick side. That way it doesn't grind into anything. The real fine edge of the butter knife doesn't grind into the plastic, which is at the bottom of the ear pad plate. So, and sometimes when you're putting them on and everything, you feel a piece of sharp plastic sticking in your ear because of something like that. So you sometimes your ear overlaps the plate when you put them on. Depends on how big your ears are, like mine. Sometimes this part of my ear kind of gets stuck underneath the plate, at times, and sometimes it hurts. It just depends on how much padding I have, like in sheepskin or whatever. Sometimes I got to kind of cut the sheepskin down so it won't hurt my ear from ear pain, whatever on top of my earlobe. But anyway, I hope that was a help to y'all out there and everything. And me and Herbie are gonna get out here, and we got to catch a nap before I go into work. Right, Herb? Herbie. Herbie. Where's your treat at? Where's your treat? Where'd you put your treat? Is it still on the floor? Huh? All right, well, I hope you all enjoyed that, and we'll see you later. Take care. God bless.